Right, now let's lip this one up. Why do I feel like picked the wrong bit up? I can't have picked the wrong bit up. Where's the tape? I'm waffling around. Right, that is 45. And I'm gonna cut. Which bit am I cutting? I always feel like somebody's watching me. Bosh. Bosh, 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 bosh. Like it glue there. I now need to trim these bad boys. Trim the bad boys up. Lovely, beautiful. Right, let's wipe that down, sand it up. What have I done with that sander? Guys, what is this? Ring around the posies. I put stuff down and I never have a clue where I've put it sometimes. Me and the missus have a game of, did I come home with it? And we check the old Ring CCTV, and it's like, if I walked in the house with it, we know it's in the house on the property, and if it wasn't in my hands when I got home, then we know I've probably left it at work. Big wipes. I showed you guys these wipes in an earlier video, I think, but mate, I love these. These are awesome. This is going to be the top, so I want to make sure this is spotless. Here we go. Right then, YouTube, here is our end panel, and here is our plumbing that we set up. So all I've done, like you can see the laser level, I've plumbed up the wall. I've got a mark there, I've got a mark just down the bottom there, and I've had marks on the floor where I've got this going in. So this now should pretty much line up with all of this and fit in here. And so now, when I plumb around with a level line, this panel's in, and I've got this panel in. And now our top should go on there glass flat. Wow. So now the idea is we're going to have a sliding close rail under this. This end panel will get fixed and all go in. And then we're going to build a unit here once we've got all of this assembled and fixed. I'll see you in the next one, guys. And we need to get the electrician to move this. Right then, guys, end panels. So we've done this one off camera. I'll show you how to set this lovely detailed one up here at the very end with the crucial meeting the wall, even though it's very tight. So I stand my appliances in. I've had to stand it off so that we can reach this to isolate the outside tap. And we've got this around the back here, nice and high, so that we can reach in and isolate the washing machine if we need to. But here we are very tight, unfortunately. So is all I look to do is to just ping marks on the floor. And then I've got my upright, and I've checked that it's pretty plumb with this. If I stick that there, you know, that's a pretty parallel line. The machine's obviously upright. If I do that, the wall's obviously upright. So we're pretty good for being upright. So I gently, carefully move the appliance out the way, slot our new panel in. In fact, before I put the panel in, we need to fit some clips. 2 on the back, 2 on the bottom. That's a bit better view. Right, let's line this up. I'm gonna fix this one nice and high. Don't want to go too high, guys, but the higher you go, the more strength you've got. And why not? I like to put one here. Alright, so that's our brackets now set up. So now I'm going to rotate that and flip it in. I've got my mark here, and I've got a mark at the back here. Flip that round to there, and then mark that, and mark that, and mark that. So for the plasterboard, I'm using these, and then the floor we're actually drilling and fixing. So, diamond tile cutting bit. I try and start one edge. I hold it real still, start one edge, and then slowly tip over and drill in. and I like to try and keep that end wet. And repeat. I now know that that drill bit is as deep as these plugs. And I'm deliberately putting in smaller plugs alongside bigger, larger screws for more grip. And then this goes in here. Bosh. And then this one wants to go up here. Nice. And then we can bring our panel round, and just for stability, we can pin the top edge, and then it's never going to fall over. Pin, or screw, I mean. That is that top edge screwed in. That is that screwed down. Now let's fix this bit back here. Now then, using our trusty DeWalt laser with our flat battery flashing, if I get any better, I'm going to have to start charging. Right, so there we go guys, that's pretty strong. It's not going to go anywhere. Moment of truth, will it fit? Gently, gently.
Nice.
Can I get the pipe? No, I can't. I'm going to have to come round. Don't know what to tell you guys. Look at that. Move my kit off. Clear up our mess. The moment we have all been waiting for. Ta-da! Right, so then guys, beautiful end panel. Would have liked to have had like an inch or like enough of a brush cap for a brush. That's what I try and aim for. Don't worry about that, that is not staying there. Oh, even though that is very tight. So now is what we're going to do. We've allowed this much room so that, you see, I knew that we wouldn't quite be there. So now we're going to allow for this. So allow me to demonstrate how we can make this fit. Right then guys, I'm really sorry, but I'm today's years old. I have realised that I have not noticed that the batteries have gone flat on the mic. So basically what I'm trying to explain here is if you run your pencil flat along the wall, the pencil will follow the wall and like go in and out. And by doing so, that will give me the shape of the wall and allow me to slide this panel up to it. Yeah, I'm really sorry the mic died. But there's absolutely no chance I can go back and record this. So, yeah, apologies. I'm just going to have to infill this with the mic as best I can. So you'll see here, as long as I hold it upright and I don't tip the pencil 45 degrees or anything, you'll see that I stay in position, ready to follow the wall exactly as it sits. Whereas if I tip 45 degrees or start slanting the pencil, when the pencil hits a bump, I will no longer be on track with what I'm trying to scribe. Oh, and I think I'd done this late at the end of the day. I come home from the customer's house. It was real hot this afternoon. And yeah, once we'd done that worktop, we're now starting to set up to make the unit. And yeah, I've got a shake on the go. I was hot. The shirt's off. Enjoy. I'm going to play some music and put you guys on a time lapse. Apologies about the mic.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Right guys, we finished up last night where we finished up. Just need to clear this up a little bit. So guys, before I assemble this unit, I've got a really good pro tip, and well, a DIY tip and a pro tip. So guys, if you're a professional and you own like a 45 chamfer and one of these portable routers, DeWalt, Vestal, whatever you want, most of you guys are probably going to be aware of this, but for apprentices, this is the difference between night and day, between something looking what I would say very good and looking amazing. This is you've got 4 stars, this is a 5-star tip. Get your chamfer set up very, very slightly and chamfer your arises off with something like this. Rather than using your planer, rather than using your sandpaper where it rounds slightly, this, like ice, like glass, sorry, perfect edge, because it's machined, it's repeatable. It goes back to what I was saying at the start of these videos. The more things you can do that are repeatable, the better the quality of your work. Right then, YouTube. So, like a Blue Peter video, here's some stuff I made earlier. So, I've covered cabinet building before, but I feel like we could cover it again. And if you guys don't want to see it again, or you've never seen it yet, it'd probably be good for you guys to see it. So, I'm just going to keep doing it till you guys in the comments say stop. So, I've got left cheek, right cheek, a top and a bottom, just like you get in a flat pack from IKEA. I'm looking for an edge that was messed up. There's the edge that was messed up. So if I leave that one down there, and then this one can come up here at the top. So cabinet making. Let's take 2 of these. I'm going to order some more of these guys because realistically, I'm not starting out, but I ain't got enough of what I want. So this piece of material sits on our base. So the weight of the sides and the shelves, the pressure transfers onto this. You'd never really want to be putting this base material on the inside of this, because then that leg is hard down on something, and if the base sat on something and the base, for whatever, moved and that leg wanted to transfer all, do you know what I mean? It's like pressure. If I drive a pin onto grass, i.e. 18mm edge, it'll compress and it'll compact and it'll sink into the ground. But if I put a sheet of material under it and then push down on a pin, that's then dispersing that load across that piece of material. Anyway, waffling, I'm not here to give you a science lesson. But if you like it, smash that like button and let us know in the comments. I'm unsure whether I'm talking too much or whether I'm not talking and explaining enough. Each person is different, so I just want to get a feel for my viewers. If you guys can leave me some feedback, it'd be much, much appreciated. So now I'm going to get this one set up on this edge. Right, so this is one end set up. I'm now just going to glue this end, and then you don't have to do this, but I just like to spread the glue out over the joint for an even spread, and then like that. Then when I come to do this, turn this up like this and get hold of this like this. Then yeah, basically when I come to do this, I can then now, can I move that around? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that onto there so that I'm still flat. I've got a bit more adjustability if I offer this up over the edge. Yeah, that looks better. Right, here's how you can adjust these corners. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So all I'm looking to do is keep the square panel that I've checked is square, because we do parallel rips against that fence and everything. If you guys haven't got machines like that and you're doing it with battery saws or hand saws, then definitely invest in a good square so that you can check it's square. Because as I always keep saying and repeating, repeatability is everything. So there we go. That is that, nice and square. Now I'm going to fix, and we're going to go get some screws. Fine, I won't use those screws to get some out of it. There we go, that's squished that in there. Hopefully this will now let go of this. Come on. Oh no, that's not where I want that to be, is it? Because I want that to be on the inside. Transfer down there like that. Yeah. I just find that, when I slur and spread the glue over the edge evenly, it's less prone to pushing out like it has done here. Never mind. Right. I think I'll come down this end actually. So yeah, if I now flip these around, so yeah, if I now that here, can send that one over there for later. You can't see us, boys and girls. Right, now you can see us. Is what I'm saying when I say evenly spread. So I just drag up like that. Of course, quite a lot. There's that. There's my screws. Get this one set up. I'm going to drag this back over this a little further. I always do this, guys. Come to do something and I ain't got the tools with me. Now let's get that under there. Then is what I do is I twist that back there. I'll make sure that that is looking good. And I'm going to do this up. I'm going to slacken this off. In fact, I'm not even going to pull that there. I'm going to pull that in from here. Yep, that should do that. As long as you see that bruise and pull under, you know that that's bit. That's enough. Doesn't even necessarily have to pull under. I should probably be leading by example here, really, and piloting. Let's do that on this next one. You will let go in a minute. Thank you. All right, see if I can get you a different, better angle. All right, here we go. So we're going to set this up on here like so. Get that one there set up. Right, let's bring you guys closer. Right, so I am looking to ever so slightly, just by fagged paper by a millimetre, bring them under so that it can really clamp that tight and not only clamp as tight as it touches that. Because if I had that over, when I say over, like if I had them flush or over slightly, it would only ever clamp to that point. So just by going under slightly, only by a mil, only by a fag paper, that just pulls in tighter. And then with this, I'll try and be a bit more gentle. It's always one way or the other, isn't it? It's always never enough or far too much. Let's be clever. Let's put you in there. Not so protective over glue going everywhere all over the outsides. On the insides, it just does, you know, before it's painted and the customer sees it raw, just dulls it down a bit. So I'll just try and keep my glue spilling to a minimal. And it's obviously wasted glue. I don't want to pay for wasted glue. That stuff's expensive. Damn. There we go. Right. Drill and screw this up. Right. So lead by example. Let me set the bar. So let's pilot these. There we go, that's pulled that in. Just let go of these. Let's give it some reason or persuasion. There we go. That's persuaded it. How do I want to do this then? Right, last not least, let's open that up. Let's tell you what we're going to do first. Can I do this first? Yeah, I can. Let's set this up first. Let's kind of set this up first. Okay, you're going to be awkward. Right. Right, there we go. So I've glued that up. Let's just spread this about. Nice, even spread. Random question. Drop a comment. Do you guys like Marmite? Some people love it, some people hate it. Just come to my head when I was just talking about spreading. Random things that pop into my mind. Right. Get that done up. It's looking good, bruv. It's looking good. And let's get this last one here. So there we go, guys. I didn't pilot that. I just drilled that straight in there. I just realised I thought about that. But these, you don't have to have these DIYers, but they are really handy. But they're also kind of expensive. They're not really expensive. They're under 50 quid, but like 50 quid for a tool that you might only use a couple of times. If you just want to be a bit more patient, you can probably get away without it. Guys, you still now then want to like come over this and be like 464, 463. So for that, just want to do that. So that's now like 464. And that's like 463. So that is now pretty square. So now I want to cut down a back piece at 500. I have to do a 500 rip by 1375. There we go. Right, let's rip down one of these back pieces. Well, I'm not going to be able to cut that sheet with all of this stuff on here. That can come off. But here's another great thing about when I built this. All this sort of stuff can go down here. The other way? No, it's that way. Yeah, it is that way. Yeah, and that can go there. Right, gonna have to move the unit. Sit that down on that rubber cable. Bit wobbly, but you'll do. Right, Jesus, we do not need that all the way out there. I've changed the head on this to see if I can reduce dust, because the dust is a bit of a nightmare. Could I put another hoover on that? I probably could. Never done this before, guys, but here we go. That looks like that'll eliminate dust. Plug it in. Just got to remember to turn it on, because it won't come on automatically. And I'm just going to stop this other one under here from moving. This is a brilliant saw. I love this saw, guys. Where's the tape? There. Just coming in a touch from what we want. So that's that. And I'm just going to turn that down a bit. Right, there we go. That's that. I want to keep that one. We could lose the bigger one. I do this all the time. Now I've got to go and get the proper tool out. Meter rail. What have I done with that meter rail? Not a clue. Bet you've put it somewhere silly. There it is. Jesus. That was definitely well hidden. Right. Check me measurements. 500, 1375. Let's get me a bat flattery and tape. Jesus, it's hot out here, man. It is hot. Let's cut this off here. Let's get that out of my way. Shoot that down there. Always support your work, guys. Right, shout out to DPD. Always got to check this. 463. 464. 463. Yeah, this one will be 464 now. 463. I don't know. I'm leaving that there. Right. Now I believe it's finally time. Do I want that side? No. Or do I want this side? Yeah, I'll have this side. And then I just sort of feel around for where it feels square. Here we go, guys. This is a straight Paslode IM65 pin gun. And please, DIYers, some of you are really starting to get involved, and hats off to you guys that get involved and drop the old comments. There is no such thing as a stupid question. If you don't know the answer to something, please ask away. I'm a humble man. I'm not going to, I don't know what you know about carpentry, but I can tell you this. I want you to know as much as I possibly can. I stand here on my phone, and my phone tends to ping quite a lot now, humbly. I'm a bit excited about that. But yeah, no, honestly, if there's any questions like, this is a pin gun, if you want me to explain what a pin gun is, which is a second fix gun, or what a first fix gun, or like a nail gun is, and what the difference are, and what they're used for, and where they're used, if you want explanations like that as DIYers, let us know in the comments. There's genuinely no such thing as a stupid question. I will answer anything and give you guys as much content and as much context and as many videos on whatever you guys want to see. So get involved in the comments, guys, and smash that like button. Cheers. Right, so we're gonna square this up, bosh. And then, yeah, there's no like, this should be screwed or this should be nailed. You just sort of tell, this is a good chance for me to demonstrate what tosh nailing is. So this one, I went this way. Now this one, I'll go that way, then this way, and then back this way. And like that, for that back panel to now pull out, all the screws are like that. So it can't, if I just went pin, 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 you could probably throw your box of Kellogg's in the back of this, and over time, like, don't get me wrong, over time, because this glue is very strong, over time that would probably knock out the back. What's the point? Just doing silly, no, I suppose it's not silly, is it? Doing small little things like that with existing tools that you guys already own as DIYers can make night and day differences between strength and quality of build. So I'll say it again. Anything you guys don't know or want to know, drop a comment and I'll reply to each and every one of you. And also, help me out, guys. If you're a tradie and you're watching this and you want to get involved in some of the DIYers that are putting questions on my videos and you don't necessarily agree with how I've explained to do something, because I'm not standing here promoting that I know all the answers in the world. I've got 12, 15 years experience of coming up as a labourer, learning construction and carpentry and general building, plumbing, electric. I've got a vast knowledge of experience, but I don't specialise in any one subject. I have done carpentry, 3 years of it in the 2008 recession at college, giving away my age there. But if you guys as tradies want to help me out in the comments, help me out. And now, so that I'm not overreaching, I'm now going to do this. But when I do this, be very, very careful, guys, that these things here don't sink. So what do I need to do here? Here looks pretty good. Here looks pretty good. So there we go, guys. I'll bring you in for a closer look. So hopefully you can see just here, I'm just a few millimetres shy of like the 18 mil all the way along here. And then at the bottom, well, at the bottom I seem to be flush a little bit. But then again, if I tip this, you need to be a bit careful when I tip that on the front, because that is the face, that is things everybody sees. So yeah, and then again along here, just got a little edge. Here we go, there's the moment of truth. It's all stood up. Just about reaching the top there. You'll be able to put stuff in here. So now we're going to put some holes in here for shelves. And then we're going to probably get a door on and then do some door and then end panels. Nice. Right guys, welcome back. End of the video. Apologies, I have to cut these somewhere. Today is overrun and I'm just checking where we are for times and dates, because I'm talking as if I'm in the past, but I'm actually the future. Come on, channel. I am very close to 500 subscribers. I'm not, but I'm going to say that because I bet you I'm very close. So, since we're halfway to 1,000, what should we do when we hit 1,000, guys? Politely, some of you guys probably won't like it, because at 1,000, I potentially have the option of being monetized. It just depends on watch time. It depends on the watch time, but at 1,000 I can apply for monetization, and humbly I can make a bit of money, and then I can slow down with my day job. And if I'm only making £5 a video, I'll invest it back in the channel. You guys let me know what you want to see and I'll throw it back into the channel. Have a extra long episode, and let's find you a riddle. Michael Johnson is always coming up with bangers, but I need to find his comment. This is awkward. I have to find his comment in order to be able to read it out, because I never Oh, Michael Johnson, I hope you enjoy these, seeing me react to these as much as you write these. So Michael Johnson has put, for this week's riddle, sometimes I'm small, sometimes I'm long, sometimes I'm soft, sometimes I'm firm, and you can pull back my skin. What am I? Oh, this is brilliant. I think we've probably had a similar thing to this before, but not with that kind of context. Not with that kind of wording on top of it. If you think you know the answer, comment below, guys. And if you've got any riddles, comment below. And if you want to know, if you think you want
that
Start that again. Blah. If you want some more time, pause the video. If not, here comes the answer. So the answer to sometimes I'm small, sometimes I'm long, sometimes I'm soft, sometimes I'm firm, and you pull back my skin, what am I? The answer is a banana. That's brilliant. It's tickled me. That is brilliant. Thank you for that, Michael Johnson. If any of you guys have some funny jokes, some funny riddles, because we're running out of riddles. Riddles are only going to get me so far, and I want to go as far as I can. So I'm going to run out one day. If you guys want to help me out, politely I may have already said them, and I'll have to let you know if I've already said them. But yeah, and let us know how your week's going, guys. Get involved in the comments, and smash that like button, pretty please. That really helps the channel out if you've made it this far. Very close to 500. I'm going to guess we're not at 500 currently, but we are well on our way to 500. And then at 500, we'll be well on our way to 1,000. You guys will have to let me know what we're going to do for 1,000 viewers, for 1,000 subs. What should we do? Thinking about a giveaway, but what could we give away, and how can we do a prize, draw prize, however you word it. Get involved in the comments, guys. Thank you for your support. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Anything you don't understand, comment below and I'll do my absolute best to answer. I'm Charlie. I'm going to waffle for ages if I don't end this video here. Apologies, it's a long one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye-bye.